Hi everybody. Welcome back to my next round of movie reviews. In this first movie review, this is another one of those movies that I got from the library, like Dead Man, with Johnny Depp on it. In it, this is another one of those unusual flicks. I actually saw this movie that I'm going to review now in the theater. Like I mentioned, checked this movie out at the library, and I attempted to watch it, and like with Dead Man, it got to the point where I couldn't watch it because it was having problems. But instead of like Dead Man and it being on a VHS tape, it's actually on a DVD. It's this movie, Ghost Ship. This is the 2002 version, not the 1952 version. This one's got, let me see, I can actually tell you the cast. It's got Julianna Margulies, Ron Eldard, Desmond Harrington, Isiah Washington, Alex Demetriades, Karl Urban, Emily Browning, Gabriel Byrne, and Francesca Rettondini, something like that. She's Italian. This movie is actually, it's a horror flick. I mean, because, like, to show you, like, that, it's kind of, icky. I mean, because it's like, if you look at these, like, pictures here, that's like, ew, yuck. That's the little girl, that actually is, let me see, Emily Browning. That's Emily Browning there in that picture, and then that's Francesca Rettondini or whatever. That's she's the Italian lady singing, but that's her as a ghost. The basic plot line in this movie, as far as like the movie goes, it's what happens is the film starts off where it shows an Italian ocean liner named Antonia Grazia in May of 1962, and it shows people dancing and happy, and and a beautiful Italian lady singing Salenza Fine, and it's Francesca Rettondini. Probably butchering her last name, and Francesca, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to butcher your name on purpose. I just can't pronounce your name. And it's like, what happens is a cable, runs out and is detached from the mast, and it slices across the deck, which is a dance floor, like a blade, cutting through the crowd of dancing people, and only the little girl, Emily Browning, this little girl here, is spared thanks to her being such a shorty. And she was also protected by the ship's captain. And what ends up happening is, like, his head falls off, and everything. And it's, Katie screams, and, and then it's like it goes underwater. And, then it comes to the present day, where it shows Gabriel Byrne, Julianna Margulies, Isiah Washington, Ron Eldard, Karl Urban, and Alex Demetriades as Captain C. Murphy, Maureen Epps, Greer, Dodge, Munder, and Santos. And those folks are all pulling a sinking ship up off the ocean floor, and they take it to port and receive its salvage from the local authorities. And while the group's celebrating their success at the bar, a guy named Jack Fairman, who's played by Desmond Harrington, a Canadian Air Force pilot, comes to the group and tells them that he's found a mysterious vessel running adrift in the Bering Sea. And, of course, where the boat's on international waters, it can be claimed by whoever is able to bring it to a port. And it's like they go, the group of Murphy, Epps, Greer, Dodge, Munder, and Santos all head out to get the boat. And it's like all this stuff goes wrong, like they find food, everything, and they hear a little girl, Epps initially sees a little girl in the stairwell while trying to save Munder from falling through the floor, and then Greer claims to have heard singing in various places on the boat, and Epps and Fairman discover the corpses of another team of salvagers in the ship's laundry room. And, the crew decides to leave the ship but take a large quantity of the gold from the ship's hold. But, what happens is before they leave, the boat explodes. The tugboat that they're with explodes. And then they, decide that they're going to have to fix the Antonio Garza and sail it on back to shore. And as they're doing that, they, start getting a lot of hauntings. Epps finds a child skeleton hanging by a noose in a wardrobe. Dodge and Munder find maggots and ration cans they initially mistook for rice and beans. And, when Greer sees a beautiful Italian singer who tries to seduce him, however, when Greer goes to touch the lady, she disappears, and Greer falls down a shaft as impaled on tools and equipment. And I'm, of course, reading the basic plot line from, my favorite helper, Wikipedia. Because, like I said, this was skipping so bad. I mean, we honest to God, couldn't watch it. Like I said, we saw it in the theater. And, I mean, it's just, it's a creepy movie. I mean, and it's like, it's just, the ending, I'm not going to ruin the ending and, tell you, what exactly happened. You'll have to get a good version of this movie, Ghost Ship, to find out how it ends. But the ending, you're like, oh my God. I will say that. But anyway, I do recommend this movie if you want to have the Pucky scared out of you. On here, it was, produced by Joel Silver, Robert Zemeckis, and Gilbert Adler. And let me see if I can tell you who directed it. Shoot. It was, let me look here. I'll have to look on YouTube to tell, or not YouTube, on Wikipedia to tell you who it was. It was directed by Steve Beck. The nice thing is they have who directed it printed on here. This was originally released in America on October 25th of 2002. My husband and I went and seen it. Of course, it was released in Australia on December the 5th of 2002 as well. But anyway, I'm going to pause here because I have some more movies to review, alright? So hang on.